welcome back to another video. As you guys can tell by the title, we're going to be doing another Boys Chat episode. This edition is going to be all things gay dating, and we have our special guest here.
I'm Di.
I'm Dennis from I'm Dennis Walker.
This is the official cast of Boys Chat, you guys.
Hey.
As you guys know, we're going to make this a weekly thing, and eventually we're going to turn it into an actual podcast. So stay tuned for that. Make sure you guys have on everybody's post notifications. Make sure you're subscribed to everybody's channel to stay up to date on all of our videos, because we're going to do them on everyone's channel every week. So that's the plan. But like I said, in today's video, we're going to be doing all things gay dating. I came up with about 5 topics, just questions I felt like that are kind of common within the gay community. So yeah, if you want to hear us chat about the gay dating experience, you know what to do. Just keep on watching. Okay, so the first topic that I have is, what are your views on sexual health within the community, and do you feel enough people prioritize it?
I feel like it's gotten better over the years, especially with like DoxyPep and PrEP. I feel like a lot more people are more, conscious of it, because a lot of people don't like using condoms.
Fact.
Are you talking about sexual health?
Yes.
Sexual health, right? Yeah.
Yes.
So I feel like a lot of people don't like using condoms, and so those things help our community better. Men in general don't like using condoms, so I think that it's gotten better over the years for sure. Obviously, STD rates and HIV is still high, but I think that people are definitely protecting themselves better these days.
Yes. What about you?
I agree. I'll piggyback off that. I think it has gotten better. I think it's very important, especially in the community. We like to live life, have fun, taste different things, and see what you like, what you don't like. So you can do it, just be safe about it. Like we have PrEP. Like I just got on PrEP. I've been on PrEP maybe a year now. And I just had my appointment today, actually. I was just telling Tracy. But definitely, every 3 months getting checked, like versus not being checked at all.
Absolutely.
And you just wondering, hoping like you don't see nothing, but you don't know whatsoever. So definitely very important.
Yes. In my opinion on that, as you guys know, I've always been an avid advocate for PrEP. I've been on PrEP now for about 5 years. When I moved to Atlanta, I knew that I was going to get on PrEP. I was in a relationship, but still, I just never allow myself to be that trusting of a person to not protect myself, because people make mistakes and things happen. In my opinion, has always been that when you think about so many people that lost their lives to HIV and AIDS and they didn't have these type of resources, it's kind of like a slap in the face to them that we're not protecting ourselves for them, and for ourselves as well. So I'm big on sexual health, going to get tested, being on PrEP, being on DoxyPep. I actually just got DoxyPep today. Actually, I did the Mr. subscription, and they finally sent it today. So, if I have a little rendezvous, honey, and yeah, I got DoxyPep to protect me, because I personally don't like condoms. Really, I don't. I don't prefer condoms, so I know that's probably bad to say, and I'm gonna tell you to use condoms. But me, I don't care for them. I know that's very irresponsible, but because of DoxyPep and PrEP, I think we're good. And we're not gonna use that as an excuse to just be around here having unprotected sex. But we got it, so we're gonna use it.
So question: what's the process for signing up for like this? Is it easy?
Oh, okay.
Online? Because I've been thinking about switching.
Okay. For me, it was very easy. Like, you go onto the website, you fill out the little questionnaire, you do the little application, and then you set up a virtual appointment with the doctor.
Okay.
And they video chat with you, they ask you questions, and then they send you the kit in the mail. You have to prick your finger, and you have to fill I think 6 spots with blood for the HIV.
That's what they were. I've seen people post like them.
Yes, you gotta fill that with blood, and then they do the urine sample. They send you a cup for your urine. They send you a swab for your throat and your rectal.
Also, pretty much the same process.
You just doing it yourself.
Oh,
yes,
okay.
And it's expedited too. So I think it only takes a day for them to get it back.
Okay.
So it's not bad, and I think I got mine all within a week. Yeah, a week's time. I had the kit, sent it off, and I had the medicine come today. Yeah, so it's very easy. So make sure you guys check it out. I'll link the website to Mr. down below. But also you can check out, if you're in the Atlanta area, Grady PrEP has a great program. That's who I've been with for the past 5 years, Grady. And they're really good about it too. So, and they have multiple clinics around Atlanta. Yeah, so. All right, so the next question is, what's your opinion on the gay dating experience currently? Do you feel it's beneficial to actually finding love, or just a bunch of random hookups?
Well, I'm gonna answer one more time because I need to get my answer together.
Okay, all right. Let's run it back. So the question is, what's your opinion on the gay dating experience currently? Do you feel it's beneficial to actually finding love or just a bunch of random hookups?
So the current experience or climate is very muddy. I think that a lot of people want love, want to find it, but everybody's so scared to get got. Everybody's scared to get got. Guilty, scared to get got. And nobody wants to fully invest or put all the eggs in one basket and praying to God that it works out when the other person's not being honest or, you know, just leaving you on. It get kind of treacherous out here. But I think there is love still out there. I'm optimistic. You know, I want to be positive about the situation, but it's definitely muddy. Definitely muddy.
Yeah, I would have to agree. For me, I have been, as you guys know, I've been very transparent with you guys about me being extremely promiscuous the past few months, and I'm trying to cut back on that. I kind of fell into the hookup culture, you know, just around here hooking up with strangers, child, hoping that it eventually could turn into something, but still enjoying myself sexually. For me, I haven't had the best experience with dating, and we're gonna get into why a little bit later on in the video. But what I will say for now is that I agree. People don't want to feel like they're putting all their eggs in one basket. They're investing so much time into one person because the options are endless. You got Instagram, you got Twitter, you got all the dating apps. So it's just like, why do I have to focus on one person when I got everybody out here that's looking for the same thing? And if one thing goes wrong with one person, I don't have to work through it. So yeah, I hope it gets better for me because I am a hopeless romantic. I want love. I'm not getting no younger. I'm 28. I'm not trying to be mid to late 30s, still single. I want to have a family soon. So it's time to really lock in and be intentional. So if you're looking and watching right now and you on the same page I'm on and you want to date, go and slide in the comments.
I mean, that's right.
Don't send me a DM.
Me and Dad will set up the date. Just hit us up in like a group chat and we'll set it up for y'all.
Yes, comment in their video too. Like, oh, I seen Tracy in y'all video. I want to holler at that. Yeah, don't be shy. I'm real nice.
For me, I think dating is good if you have two people that want to date. Seriously. Like, I feel like it's a lot of people out here that saying that they want to date and they want a relationship. They're really not ready for a relationship. And I think it takes for two people to actually be ready to be in a relationship, for it to be a healthy relationship. There's way too many options, like they said. People feel like they can't just, like Tracy said, put all their eggs in one basket. There's so many options out here. Like, I feel like dating out in, like, you know, smaller cities or more rural areas are probably, well, no, it's not probably, it is better because it's less accessibility to other people. But because, like, if one person that you're dating do something wrong, people just exit out and move on to the next person so quickly. So I think that I think love is out here for sure. Like, I don't have any problems with dating. I feel like if I wanted to be in a relationship with someone, I could be. But I'm not ready to be in a relationship, so.
He got it like that, child.
Yeah. I'm not ready to be in a relationship right now.
You're not?
No, I'm not in the mind space to be. Mind space? Is that a word?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not in mind space to be in a relationship right now. To me, like, not even serious dating. I don't want it. I just don't want it right now. But yeah.
Okay, so are you dating at all or are you just having fun?
I'm not dating at all. I'm not necessarily having fun either, but
okay.
Whatever happens kind of thing. I'm just doing me.
I know that's right. I ain't mad at that. Okay, so the next question we have is, if there's one thing you had to have in a man, what would it be and why? So I'll go first. If there's one thing that I had to have in a man, I would have to say honesty. Because I feel like when you're honest, it just makes it so much easier for the person to actually date you and understand what you want, what's your triggers, what you don't like, what it is you can bring to the table, what you can't bring to the table. It just makes it so much easier to say, okay, you're the one for me, instead of trying to be the prototype for what I actually want and that's not who you are. You know what I'm saying? Like, be honest. If what I'm saying that I want is not you, just keep it a buck. Like, oh yeah, I can't do that. I ain't into that, you know. And don't try to woo me over and wow me in the beginning. And then as time go on, it's just like, okay, who is this person?
Right.
So honesty would be the best thing for me if I had to choose one thing.
For me, stability. I'm a Capricorn, so I like stableness. Like, I don't want to ever feel insecure or feel like what's the word I'm looking for? Like, I don't ever want to feel like unsafe. Mm-hmm. Like, I like the stability. I don't know what else to say about it, but
I love that.
Like stability.
That is a great one.
Both of those are really good.
Yeah.
For me, good communication, I am a thinker. When I tell you, I can come up with 10,000 scenarios off of one wrong answer or the tone and the voice is wrong. Like I notice stuff like that. Like I'm very over analytical sometimes. So if you can communicate to me to let me know, like, hey, that's not what that was. It was this instead. I'm sorry. I made you like. I need that. So if I can get that, it'll be good.
So would you point it out?
Yes.
So if you pointed out, like if we were dating and I said something kind of funny to you, and would you call it out at some point and then ask me about it? Like, what did you mean by that? So like,
I asked you right after.
Okay.
Because I feel like it waters down if you wait longer.
Yeah.
So if you felt that way then, why
or
you wait 6
or it might
months
build
later?
up.
Yes.
It might build up too.
Yeah.
But not for you though.
Yeah. But like I feel like, cause I used to let it build up and I used to explode, and then like, well, you never said nothing. So I made it my point to like, hey, what you just said, are you trying to be funny? Like, what was that about?
Right.
Yeah.
Cause you check it then, if they want to continue, it'll likely work itself out. But yeah.
Okay. So stability, communication, and honesty. Do we feel like we give that? Since we want that, are we able to give that?
Absolutely.
Okay.
I've gotten better at it.
Right. I've gotten better too. Yeah.
Because I can be a D word or a B word. Like my friends say I'm mean, my mom say I'm mean, everybody think I'm just mean.
Okay.
I feel like it comes from the past.
So
like when you go through things, you want to not repeat those things so bad that you really just like, no, there's no gray space with me.
Okay.
You see no gray space with me. But now when it's communicate, hey, I don't like that.
Yeah.
I would appreciate if, or you could have just said, but I don't come at them wrong. I just make it know that, hey.
Okay. Yeah.
Fucking up.
I used to be really nervous to say what I didn't like because I used to be afraid of hurting people's feelings. So I stayed in a relationship for a very long time based off of me not being honest about what I didn't like. And then when I got to the point, like you said, when you explode, it's just like, well, why you didn't mention this before? Like they think that everything is good. In the back of my mind, I'm like, oh, I hate this about him so much, but I don't want to say it because I don't want to hurt his feelings. So I've gotten better with being honest. That's why when y'all hear me dating somebody, 2 weeks later they're gone. So
I love it.
Yeah, me too.
I'm saying right now, I love it.
But I'm like, for me, like whenever it comes to like, if I'm just meeting somebody and it's something about them that I don't like, I weigh the options in my head. I don't even say nothing to them. I feel like that's not my place. If you got friends, your friends need to tell you that. Like that's not my place to tell you nothing about nothing.
Yeah.
If I don't like something, I weigh the options. Like, could you deal with that? Because I don't want to have to change nobody either.
Yeah.
And if it's not an easy fix, then there's no changing them anyway. So it's like, can I deal with that? And if not, bye.
Yeah.
And then
for sure. Yeah. Okay. All right. So let's move on to the next one. So, what are red flags / triggers for you when it comes down to dating and relationships within our community, which is the LGBTQ plus IA community? I'll go first. My trigger is someone that is, oh my goodness, let me think. Very aggressive when it comes down to disagreements. That is a big trigger for me. Someone that is very nonchalant and dismissive, that bothers me so much because it's just like, we're having a discussion, we're having a debate. Why are you dismissing my feelings? Why are you so aggressive because I feel this way? You can't discount how I feel. I'm not gonna discount how you feel, so why are you so angry that I feel this way? Why are you like trying to brush it off like it's nothing? That's a big trigger for me and a red flag. And that's normally why my relationships don't work, because it gets to a point where everything is good and then we have a disagreement and I see a side of it that I don't like and I don't even wait around to see if it's going to change, and I don't want to change you.
It's not going to change.
Yeah, so that's definitely a big red flag and a trigger for me.
I'm going to piggyback on that because for me, I don't like any type of like, whenever we're having a discussion or an argument or something like that, it should never be name calling. And if we love each other and we are trying to build something, I should never be calling you a name. You should never be calling me a name. You should never be cursing at me. These are things I do not tolerate. Yeah. Like I'm not going to allow you to curse at me, because why are you cursing at me?
Right.
Like we're going through something right now, but why is that triggering you to curse at me? Because you don't really like me like that. Yeah. If you can curse at me and call me names, you don't like me.
Yeah.
Bye.
Exactly.
Like bye.
Right.
And that's the thing too. Like they do it to like try to hurt your feelings because they want you to feel hurt, like how they feel hurt or whatever the situation may be. It doesn't hurt my feelings, but I just feel like I see what you're doing, and it's the principle. Like don't do that.
Yeah.
So like the name calling, the yelling, don't yell, don't name call, and don't curse at me. I do not tolerate either one of those things. Absolutely not.
Love it.
Habitual liars. People like that lie about small stuff. Like if you like, oh, I gotta work at 8 a.m. babe, and then you hit me like, oh, what you doing? It's like 9:30. Oh, you like housework? Oh, I'm just not going to work. Oh, I'm just not making work. Or I ain't have to work today. I called on. Like what? Like small stuff like that. It just gives me the ick. Yeah. Cause why you lying to me? Yeah. Like for no reason. We ain't even together or nothing. You just lying for no reason. People,
like it's a lot of dishonesty out there.
I wonder why is that though?
Like some people just like to lie.
Yeah. Just part of their life.
Oh, I'm on the phone with my mom the whole time. It's like,
and it's I be so emotional. I be believing it. Like I be believing. I don't want to believe that someone is a liar. So like,
yeah, me too.
I be like, okay, you know.
I think it's kind of worse for me because it's like I recognize patterns really, really bad.
Oh, okay.
So naturally, it's just like, what you said.
Yeah.
But that ain't what. Like, I'm confused.
Yeah, yeah.
I think that's why it's bad for me.
I be overlooking stuff like that for real too. But when I find out, don't let me find out. Like, what's the reason?
Right. I'm like, if you're gonna lie to me, lie to me. Lie to me good. Yeah. Like, what is it? Love me good and lie to me. Cause I don't have time to be trying to figure out you did this. It's too much. So say what you mean what you say is my mentality. That's how I look at it. But I would agree. Like I don't like a liar either. It's a bit much.
Like about what you ate, and I see McDonald's in the car.
Did you went to McDonald's? You talking about when you went here? You went to McDonald's? Yeah. Okay. Cool. What's one thing you can improve within yourself to be as equally yoked in a relationship? And by that, it just means that you come to the table equally as prepared and ready to be in a relationship as the other person. Yeah.
So for me, I know my number one thing is being more vulnerable. Like I definitely have a rough exterior, and that exterior can translate to my interior too. Like I can tell whatever emotion I want to feel in a certain situation, I can tell myself to feel that, and that's what it is. Like honestly, like, and if I can tell that somebody is trying to get emotion out of me, it's dead. It's not happening. Like my brain function, it doesn't allow me to even give them what they want, because I shy away from being vulnerable. Like I don't like to cry unless it's like happy tears. I don't like to cry. I don't like to talk about my feelings like that. I definitely can be more vocal whenever it comes to like communicating how I feel and making the other person feel like I actually like them. So I can come off cold.
Okay. Is there a reason for that? Is there something that kind of triggered that?
I'm not sure.
There we go. Closing out again.
Exactly. That's a prime example right there.
Yep.
And that's okay. I feel like that happens with time, because a lot of times when people, in my opinion, when you get in that space, it stems from something that happened that you're like, oh, you know what? I can't even show my feelings because this person's going to be I get it for sure. Yeah. What about for you?
Patience. My patience fixed in.
That's a good one.
You piss me off.
Yeah.
And you already on thin ice, definitely. I don't know. I just need to learn how to have patience with people and try to be more like. I understand them, but I just need to give them, I guess, time to come around, maybe, or something. Yeah. Just more patience in general.
Okay. For me, I think coming to the table whole. A lot of times I go into situations and I'm not completely whole within myself. Like I expect certain things from a person that I really can't give them. And I'm learning that I have to be whole within myself and like make sure all of my ducks are in a row before I go to somebody else and expecting them to be ready and whole. And I feel like that's why I've been kind of in situations that go nowhere, because I'm not whole within myself. So I'm intentional about just making sure I get my shit together. I'm more financially responsible. I'm more open to, if things go wrong, we can talk about it and not just walk away from it completely because I don't want to deal with it. So being whole and being ready and understanding what a relationship really entails, other than just the perks of having somebody around, being able to do this together, making life easier for me. Like, let's make it easier for each other. Let me make sure I'm ready to be in this and give you what you need also, and not just take. So that would be my answer. So, you know.
Real shit.
That's real.
Real shit.
That's real. Because a lot of people can't admit that, bitch, you ain't got your shit together. Why you want me to have my shit together? You ain't got your shit together. You know, and I feel like for me, it's just a process because I've never been held accountable for certain things. So a lot of stuff I didn't recognize was an issue until I started dating people who hold me accountable. And it's just like, oh, I just walk away from it completely because like, oh, you called me out. Like, I ain't ready, clearly. So I just walk away instead of taking it as, you know what? I can work on that. I can be better at that. So
what's an example of that? Like something that you was not being held accountable for?
Being financially responsible.
So
for sure. Like I would, like certain things, like say for instance, if, like I blew money and now I'm like, oh shit, I gotta pay this. And I'm like, oh, can you help me pay this? It's like, well, you knew you had to pay this last week. Why did you spend all this money that week? You know, instead of them saying that, it be like, okay, I got you. I'm gonna help you. I'm gonna send you this. I'm gonna send you that. And it's like that doesn't actually help me at all. That actually contributes to my irresponsibility when it comes down to finances. Exactly. And I started to get to a point where it would make me uncomfortable being like, damn, I can't pay this, or like, damn, I can't take this trip no more because I didn't do X, Y, and Z. Like it was kind of getting embarrassing, even though that person was just like, I got your back. Still, it's like, damn, bitch, when are you gonna ever get your shit together? So that would be an example for me in terms of finances. What else I said? Being patient with people, just because I don't like to deal with stuff. Like if it challenges me to have to understand your feelings, I don't like to deal with it. I've learned. Yeah, it's just like, oh, you emotional? Like I could not stand emotional guys. Like whenever a guy would get emotional with me, I would be like, oh no, you're too soft. Like I can't do it.
So where do you stand now?
Now I'm open to dealing with guys that are more emotional because it lets me know that you're in touch with your feelings and you're able to express that. Now I don't like a guy that cries. Like I'm gonna be honest, I can't deal with a crier. But if you're able to communicate yourself without crying, then I'm good. Not crying based off of like you lost a family member or you know you may have lost your job, but just crying over stuff like why you ain't text me back or I feel like you don't like me and you get emotional. It's just like no.
Don't get me started.
Because that has happened to me too many times. Like I was dating this one guy. We weren't dating long, but this sent me paragraphs as to why he felt like I was doing something because I didn't text him back. I literally told you I'm going out with some friends, so I may not be able to communicate with you as much.
Communication.
So you already know what's going on. Why are you so angry? Why are you so emotional about me not texting you back right away?
Because he's bringing something else from a different situation into this.
Yes. So, like I said,
sometimes people will be using that. That's why, like from now on, I'm shying away from people that's too emotional. Because one, I don't like expressing my feelings like that. I don't need you expressing your feelings like that either. Because I'm not a coddler either. And so, like some people, they'll try to use that emotional, like being emotional, as a weapon.
Yes.
And to be manipulative.
Yes.
Don't get me.
Okay. No, I agree with that 100%. So, yeah. All right. So, what's the next one? Let's see. The next one is, what advice would you give to someone that's watching that may have similar struggles with dating or maintaining solid relationships in the community? And that could be friendships or relationships. Like, what advice would you give to someone to have solid relationships and friendships within the gay community?
I feel like if you're struggling with building relationships with people, change your circle around. Like, because we all have circles. We all have the people that we feel like are close to us. Sometimes it takes for you to have to go out and experience new things and meet different people. And when I say that, like maybe it's joining a run club. Like go on Facebook and find different little niche groups of people that you can probably, get to know. And it may not be something within that niche that you like connect with. Like let's say it's like what's it called? Like whenever they have books, like when they read books together. Book club? Like a book club. Let's say you go to a book club and you meet people there. It's probably something like somebody there that you connect with them more with something else, not necessarily books. A bar, a club, all these different places are not the typical places that you would meet someone that's like fulfilling. I feel like us in the gay community, we kind of like rely on those places to find friends and find relationships and stuff like that. But I feel like we need to like expand your horizon whenever it comes to like meeting new people, because people are everywhere. Yeah. Maybe it's you catching a flight and you making conversation with the person that's sitting next to you, or you're like, even if it's at a bar at an airport, you may find somebody that you're more connected with when it comes to traveling because they're at an airport. So little different things I feel like will help with building different types of relationships.
Okay, I love that. What about for you?
I think you should just be authentic and be friends or be with someone who you genuinely like and not what they can, like, I guess, do or, cause, in the community, we all, I don't know about y'all, I can say y'all, but we all had a phase, like us and my friend who was
Oh,
wearing,
yeah.
if a nigga get you in the club,
That's your
hey
friend.
friend,
Uh-huh.
Oh.
like,
I thought you said. I thought you talking about sleeping with them.
no, but like we would call people our friends that we didn't give a damn about. You just got us in the club, or you just got us in the section or a bottle, or
Yeah.
we go because we can get certain things.
Right.
So it really wasn't, your friend.
Right.
So when y'all clash heads, like, oh, you my friend, y'all weren't friends.
That's cool.
Same thing with relationships, but
Okay.
mixing around a little bit. But
For me, I would say be okay with being exactly who you are. Allowing people to love you for who you are and not what you want to portray. Going into situations, simply being yourself. If you like to laugh and make jokes, be that person. Be the person that likes to laugh and make jokes. If you like to be the person that likes to travel, be that person. Don't be ashamed to not be who you are because people around you may not connect with that. Because that will easily show you that these are not your people. If you can't be who you are around the people that you call your friend or your boyfriend or your wife or your husband, then those are not your people. So be okay with being exactly who you are. Know that you were meant to be exactly who you are, and you will find people that will connect with you just for who you are. So that would be my advice.
If you like anime, like anime.
Love
right?
anime.
Put me
Exactly.
on.
Exactly.
Right.
put me on.
Okay, so I got a little bonus in here. So this will be the last one. So do you find it easier to ghost people that you're no longer interested in, or do you give an explanation as to why you're not interested in being friends or in a relationship?
So are we talking about like people that we know personally, and we met in person, or are we talking like social media stuff? Like if we just met somebody like on a social media app.
Okay, so like for example, I'll give two. So as far as a relationship, so somebody that you're dating, say they do something that you don't like. Do you explain it and be like, hey, I don't really like this, so I'm gonna back away, or do you ghost them? Now when it comes down to friendships, let's just say you meet up with a person, you ain't really vibing with them. Do you be like, hey, it was nice to meet you, but I don't feel like you're my type of friend, or do you ghost them? Be like, all right, we went out, that's it. I ain't hitting them up, I ain't talking to them no more. I'm just gonna go away.
I don't see myself ever telling somebody why I'm not explaining myself. So I'll probably ghost.
Okay.
Because I'm not explaining it. Like I don't feel, especially if I don't have I don't know you. So why am I giving you an explanation? Like if I don't answer, I'll ghost, because I'll definitely stop replying to messages. Messages be coming all through, and I won't respond to them.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'm a ghoster.
Okay.
I'll ghost.
What about for you?
In a romantic setting, I've been both the ghost. I've done both.
Okay.
But recently, I'm the one who I'm gonna tell you why. So I want you to know why this wasn't a thing. Now, friendships, if it's like that scenario, I probably just ghost.
Ghost. Okay.
Yeah, for me, I have friends right now. Like I'll distance myself from people, and sometimes some people, like let's say friend groups, right? So like let's take us, like we all hang out with each other right now.
Yeah.
And you may connect with Dennis more than you connect with me, and you may want to distance yourself from me, like not necessarily cut me off, but like we don't connect like that, so it's only for us to hang out one-on-one type thing,
Okay. Yeah.
And I think that happens a lot, and it's okay to like just distance yourself. Like we don't vibe like that, but we're in the same friend group, so we don't have to be that close.
Okay. Okay.
So I'll just probably like distance myself from people like this, and like if I'm always around them, like because they're in the same friend group, I'll just distance myself from them because we don't vibe like that.
Okay. Yeah. I would agree to a certain degree. As far as relationships, I used to ghost people. I used to be like, all right, not texting back, not answering the phone. But I learned that does nothing. It just makes them want to reach out more. So I overly explain as to why I don't want to be in a relationship, or I don't want to date you anymore. Just go and get it out the way. You ain't gotta wonder why I ain't talking to you no more. With friendships, I would say now that I am building friendships, I don't know what I would do in that situation if I kind of like am no longer vibing with a person. If I feel like we had a great time, I would give you an explanation like, hey, this happened and I don't really like it. At least give you the opportunity to be like, oh, I apologize, I didn't mean it that way, or this is kind of how I am, because I don't want my friendships to fade, if that makes sense. Like, I am big on friendship and big on community, so I would probably not ghost my friend or distance myself. I would kind of tell you. Now, if we ain't really friends like that and we just kind of hanging out socially, then it'd be like, it's nothing. Because I just did that the other day. You know, I saw some people that I haven't hung out with in a while, and I didn't even speak. Because it's just like, you know, I don't owe you nothing, you know what I'm saying? But if we kicking it, we vibing, we having conversations, I'm not gonna ghost you. I'm gonna talk to you. But if we've hung out before and I done ghosted you or I ain't speak, you know why.
Yeah.
Anybody want to add anything else to the conversation before we end it?
So I guess for me, like, because I've never like told anybody that, you know, it's not there. I've never done that. I feel like, unless they ask. If they ask, maybe. I think I've done that before, but like, I'm not one. I'll just ghost you. Like, I feel like that's immature though. Like you guys are, your responses were mature. I feel like I'm immature in that sense. Like, I don't shy away from confrontation, but I guess I like, if something like, when it comes to me, it's a pattern. Like, if I tell somebody that I don't like them, they will now want to curse me out. Oh, you wasn't all like, that's just the vibe. That's what I don't know what it is that I give, but that's what they do. So to avoid all that,
I got you. Like, 'cause I'm not gonna fight you, honey. I just
I don't like stuff like that.
Right.
Going to jail.
I don't like stuff like that. I don't like for people to like. I don't like to have to be going back and forth with people. Like, I'm too grown.
Yeah.
I'm too mature for that. Like,
I feel that.
But immature because I don't want to. You know, I just don't want to even go to that. I don't even want to take it there.
Yeah.
Figure it out on your own. Like, if I'm ignoring you and I'm not responding, take a hint. Like, it's not there. It's not there.
Okay. Anything you would like to add? That's it?
That's it for me.
Alright, babes. Well, that is it for this episode of Boys Chat. I hope you guys really enjoyed it. Don't forget to go over to Dennis and Di's channel. Their channels will be linked in the description and the title. Make sure you subscribe, support all their content. And comment down below what you guys want to hear us talk about next. Like, if you have any topics or if you have any specific questions for either one of us, we would love to incorporate that into the Boys Chat. Have like a little segment of answering the babes, answering the randoms, answering questions from the group chat. We would love to have you guys interact with us. So chime off in the comments down below, and we will see you guys in the next one. Bye, babes. Bye, randoms. Bye, group chat.